Hey, I'm going to touch on this real quick. This isn't true. Breaking urgent update. Lindsey Williams says collapse will take place in 3 months. That's not true. I'm not picking on Joe. I just want to point something out. I'm not picking on him at all. I think Joe's awesome. Lindsey Williams just gave an interview on the 12th, and he says that the dollar will be devalued in 3 months, and he says specifically, though, that that is not the collapse. And while I do know that Lindsey Williams is part of this because he says he's friends with these guys, okay, he is one of them. He ain't friends with them because these guys don't have friends. To be where they are and to be who they are and all this what have you and their status of being in this secret society club, whatever you want to call it, they had to lie, cheat, and steal to get there. So they don't have any. They're not friends with anybody. So he's part of it. I understand, but that does not mean that this guy always lies. I've been watching him for a while, and he does say some things that absolutely do come true. So he does speak the truth sometimes. Now, the reason why I want to touch on this is because, like I said, he says specifically in this video, I'll put it below, that the collapse will not take place in 3 months, but the dollar will be devalued by 30% due to the global currency reset, which we know is a real thing. Fabian for Liberty, this guy does awesome work. He's been talking about this for a while. I'll put this video below. This is a good video, but he does several more on this, does updates. Here's another one, 7 steps of the global economic reset. This is going to happen. It's a real thing. 204 countries, all the big ones that you can imagine, all the competitors, all of them. The 204 countries have submitted to the IMF that they want their currencies reset in light of all this money printing that's taking place around the globe. And when this thing takes place, this reevaluation takes place, it's going to be based off the country's assets. The United States doesn't have crap for assets. So I absolutely believe 100% that this is going to happen, and it will be somewhere around 30% or so. And why do I say that? Because this has happened before. And in a speech that Ben Bernanke gave back in 2002 to the National Economists Club, he said he would do 5 things in this current economic situation that we are in to fix it. 1, lower interest rates to 0. They've done that. Remember, this was in 2002. He said they were going to do 5 things. Here was the first one, lower interest rates to 0. They've already done that. 2, buy securities from the banks to expand the Fed's balance sheets. They've done that. Increase the money supply. They have done that. That's what all that quantitative easing is. Buy our country's debt. They have done that. They are the largest holder in the United States debt. The 5th and final thing they would do would be to devalue the dollar. It's worth noting that there have been times when exchange rate policy has been an effective weapon against deflation. A striking example from U.S. history is Franklin Roosevelt's 40% devaluation of the dollar against gold in 1933 through 1934. They said they would do 5 things. 4 of them have been done. Why would you not think that the 5th one would be done when especially it has been done before and it was just done 80 years ago? So this whole global currency reset is coming. Whether or not it is in 3 months, I don't know for sure, but it's going to be here a lot sooner than everybody thinks it's going to be. And just, I think 2014, because remember, not the start of the collapse, but the devaluation of the dollar on the way to the collapse. I still think it's going to be 2015, the actual collapse, because the last 2 stock market crashes took place once in 2001, then 7 years later in 2008, and now I think 7 years later from that, which would be 2015, and the past 2 have taken place in September. So that's just me, and I've been wrong before. I thought it was all going to crash in 2012. So I've been wrong before. I could absolutely be wrong again. But the fact of the matter is, I could see this devaluation happening in 2014 because of this right here. Faber, Rogers, Dent, Maloney, and Stockman, what do they say is coming in 2014? Some of the most respected prognosticators in the financial world are warning that what is coming in 2014 and beyond is going to shake America to the core. There's not much time left. They can hold off until they follow through with their 5th and final point and plan to fix the economy, which we know they're never going to be able to do because they're not supposed to. So the dollar devaluation is coming, whether it's 30% and within 3 months, I don't know. But I would imagine that it will be something close to 30% at least if it was 40% just 80 years ago. That's really not that long ago when you think about it. It's really not. So I'll put all these links below. Thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks to all my teammates and subs. And I'll keep you updated if I hear any more about it, and we'll see what happens. So see you later.